All right, folks, welcome back. All right, we've got a great set here lined up for you. Hooks, lines, and singers. We've got Steve Postel, Amelia K. Spicer, Trent Fury, and the Falcon Ridge House Band. Also, I want to take a moment to also acknowledge our ASL interpreters. So thank you, Jennifer, and thank you, Lorraine, for interpreting for us for all these sets. Give them a big round of applause.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, thank you for showing up for Hooks, Lines, and Singers, whatever that means. When I was doing pop rock, I used to write a lot of hooks, and then you'd write a song around the hook. But now I'm old, and I write a song, and if there's a hook in it, I'm lucky. This one is more about singers, and I want you to join me on the chorus. And actually, this song, a little bit of backstory about this song. The song is called "A Piece of the Sky," and I wrote this song in 2012. But the line came from the early '80s. In the 1980s and 90s, I was involved in women's music, and women's music in the '80s was huge. There were thousands and thousands of women that would come to these concerts, and a few brave men. It was really a heady time. And I brought my brother to one of the early concerts because he had never seen Chris Williamson, who I was with at the time. And he's sitting in this audience, and I see him looking around, and I said, "Rob, are you okay?" He says, "Yeah, I've just never seen so many women without makeup, and they seem so comfortable." That was his comment. But during intermission, I took him backstage, and he was just, Chris, if you've known Chris's music, she has an amazing voice. And he came backstage and he says to Chris, "Your voice is like a piece of the sky." And I thought, oh, I'm gonna use that someday. Took me 30 years, but I finally did. So the chorus of this song is, "Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around you, let it rain. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around us all." I walk out onto the moon as I gaze upon this big round night. And I wonder, as I always do, how the sun can make the moon seem so bright. 'Cause it's a mystery to me, and it's a mystery to others I can see. And it's a reflection of our bodies, of our souls, of our hearts, of our hearts. Ooh. And I stand out I walk along the Nolan Trail as it winds along the river to the sea. And I marvel at the water as it runs so deep beneath my feet. 'Cause it's a mystery to me, and it's a mystery to others I can see. And it's a reflection of our bodies, of our souls, of our hearts, of our hearts. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around you, let it rain. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around us all. I stand out in the morning sun, and I can feel the warmth of springtime return. And I thank my angels for another run, where I can touch the earth and taste the burn. 'Cause it's a mystery to me, and it's a mystery to others I can see. And it's a reflection of our bodies, of our souls, of our hearts, of our hearts. the sky. Let it rain down around you, let it rain. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around us all. Sing with me. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around you, let it rain. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around us all. One more time. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around you, let it rain. Raise your voice so high like it's a piece of the sky. Let it rain down around us all. Let it rain down around us all. Let it rain down around us all. Thank you, and thank you for singing.
That song made me happy. So happy. Okay. I'm gonna get some water. Hello. What am I hearing? How's everybody doing today? Good? I live in California, but I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I'm a small town farm girl. And I have a lot of songs about where I grew up. I used to skip school and go to the battlefield and smoke cigarettes, and then tell my mom I hadn't smoked cigarettes. Could never figure out how she knew. Yeah, crazy. Are you guys hearing that weird stuff out here? Because I don't know what's going on there. You don't hear it there? Huh, okay. Cool. It's a beautiful sound. I don't know what's going on with it, but okay, we're going to carry on. Anyway, this song is about where I grew up. God, that's really loud. Scott, can you hear that out there as the sound person? Are you hearing that noise? Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, I do have my phone here.
It's coming out of that little speaker.
Oh, it's coming out of the interpreters.
It's just there, it's not how it goes.
Oh, shoot, okay. Okay. Well, we have identified it. Anyway, so I come back to the East Coast several times a year to spend time with my family, and I don't want to feel like a visitor. I want to feel like I'm there to be helpful. And so this is a song about being grateful to be able to go back to the places you couldn't wait to leave at some point in your life.
Lavender is falling. I like the writings off the wall. Tangled up in longing for nothing at all. Spots around my ankles are beautiful and blind to all the things they strangle and everything they hide. try, but I can't leave. I know my home is in this town, like I know how to breathe. I found my filling station across the Mason-Dixon line. I will not pick my poison. I will not be defined. Go up, down, baby, in this town. Try, but I can't leave. I know my home is in this town, like I know how to breathe. I said, alright, baby, come on. There's nothing up my sleeve. I said, alright, baby, come on. Walk this world with me. Try, but I can't leave. I know my home is in this town, like I know how to breathe. Oh.
All right, I guess it's my turn. We have turns. We're very polite. For musicians, that is. So I was years ago went to a retreat, a silent retreat, and it was about a week, and you were not supposed to talk, which was a pleasure for me. But it turns out when I got there, they said you also weren't allowed to play music. That was not so cool. I lasted about a day. I snuck off in the woods and wrote a couple songs, and if I can find it, this is one of them. It's a little hard for me to see is the issue, but it's coming, I promise. See things diamond clear, but nothing looks the same. I'm sailing out to sea, there's no land in sight. I might find some fish out there if I catch the wind just right. Tied up to the shore, it's never to be free. Since I pulled my anchor up, I'm sailing out to sea. My door, my heart began to burn. I learned more about my life when you did not return. Now I'm sailing out to sea, there's no land in sight. I might find some peace out there if I catch the wind just right. Tied up to the shore, I was never to be free. Since I pulled my anchor up, I'm sailing out to sea.
Love these people. It's awesome. I'm looking at you, girl. Well, this song ended up on my latest album, even though I wrote it during the pandemic, and it was a little too pandemic-centric. This chorus is a well-loved chorus. And I have nieces and nephews, and great nieces and nephews, who sing this song in the mornings when they make peanut butter toast. Because it's called Peanut Butter Toast. It's my pandemic love song. I did put it on the album because it's just, because I had to. When it's in tune. Well, the side door opens and you walk inside. A say, hey, baby, what you doing? You've been in so many meetings that you're bleary-eyed. I say, hey, baby, how you doing? It's cold out there, won't you come to me? I'll hold you till you're warm in the center. I'll hold you all through the winter. It's been the longest year that has ever come. I say, hey, baby, don't you think it? 12 months and counting and we're still not done. I say, hey, baby, don't you think it? I went down to the corner just to get away, but I ran right back to your embrace. I had to see that smile on your face. So give me a little of your coffee, give me a little of your time. Make me some toast in the morning, put a little peanut butter on one side, and I'll give you a little of my love, and I'll give you even more of my heart. Make sure that you write me a letter when we next find ourselves apart, 'cause I don't ever, 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 ever want to lose your love. How about we go down to the sushi bar? I say, hey, baby, wanna do it? Put on a sweater and get in the car. I say, hey, baby, wanna do it? We can sit at the counter where there's no one else and have a little bit of private conversation, the closest thing to a vacation. So give me a little of your coffee, give me a little of your time. Make me some toast in the morning, put a little peanut butter on one side, and I'll give you a little of my love, and I'll give you even more of my heart. Make sure that you write me a letter when we next find ourselves apart, 'cause I don't ever, 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 ever want to lose your love. Well, every day feels the same, even though every day is new. You and I are the lucky ones. You've got me and I've got you. Pretty soon we'll be swimming in the deep blue sea. I say, hey, baby, can you feel it? Take off your mask and jump in with me. I say, hey, baby, can you feel it? We'll remember those days, we'll remember these nights, because we never really want to forget. It's brought us closer together, you bet. So give me a little of your coffee, give me a little of your time. Make me some toast in the morning, put a little peanut butter on one side, and I'll give you a little of my love, and I'll give you even more of my heart. Make sure that you write me a letter when we next find ourselves apart, 'cause I don't ever, 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 ever want to lose your love. No, I don't ever, 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 ever want to lose your love.
I'm going to play my pandemic song. Everybody's got one, at least one. This was the first song that I sorry. There's a bass frequency. Can you turn it on? Oh, that's weird. I know. Okay. Wow, it just must be me. I've got some kind of electrical currents going. Electric. All right, anyway. This was written pretty early on when it was really confusing, and you'll hear the sort of darkness that's in this. But there's hope too, and as it turns out, hope is useful because here we are, and grateful to be here. So this is called Remedy.
Can't find you 'cause the shape I'm in. Did I put you down? Did I treat you right? You must be saving someone else tonight. The water's deep, baby, where the demons sleep. Did you forget the promise made the day we met? You would settle things. I'll have you know, I was searching for you years ago. The water's deep, baby, where the demons sleep.
All right, I had a request from this next song. It took me a minute to figure out what song you were talking about because mentioned a line in the song and I don't know my own lyrics, and I had to remember. I only know it by the title. So this is a song about promises that we tell ourselves, and some of them we keep, some of them we don't. And that's an interesting sound. Well, I'm not gonna drink too much cherry wine and feel like shit the whole next day. I won't buy that sharp new suit to just to kiss all my money away. I'm not gonna watch the cable news just to hear the lies they tell. And I'm never gonna fall for another gypsy woman so she can put me under a spell. And I'm not gonna write another song about you. Until I do. Until I do. I won't complain about the cards that were dealt. It was just a little sleight of hand. I went looking for the jack of hearts and a better place to stand. No more little white pills to ease my troubled mind and take away the pain. No more dusting off my boots just to stand out in the rain. And I'm not gonna write another song about you, about you. Until I do. Until I do. It's a revolution, all my resolutions, the ones I can keep, the ones I dream of in my sleep, the ones I know I'll never do, the ones that concern me and you. It's really all the same. There are no rules in this game. Write another letter to the editor no one will ever read. Won't take pleasure in another new treasure that I don't really need. I won't waste my time in the checkout line to get the deal of the day. I won't back down from the players and the naysayers who try to get in my way. And I'm not gonna write another song about you. No, I'm not gonna write another song about you, about you. Until I do. Until I do. Well, I'm not gonna write a song about you till I do. Until I do. Thank you.
afraid this one's in G sharp or A flat.
I'll just smile.
Yeah, you smile. In 2009, I nearly lost one of my brothers. I have 3 brothers, all of whom I am very close, but especially my brother Russ. And nearly lost him in a car accident in winter up in the UP where he lives, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And he was hit so hard that his legs were pushed up into his pelvis. And it's amazing that he survived. And he called me from the hospital to tell me what had happened. And when I got off the phone, I just sobbed because I can't imagine my life without my brother. So I decided to write a song about it. And I got the first verse done. And then I was stuck. I didn't know where to go with it at all. So one night I was driving home from somewhere and I was listening to the radio and on came an Eliza Gilkyson song. And it was a very spiritually based song. And I can't remember the line that struck me, but it led me to the hook of this song. And once I got that hook, the rest of the song came, as it will. You're minding your own business when out of the blue, like a bolt of white lightning, they come crashing into you. And 101 memories break across your heart. Your breath comes in fits and waves, and you're pulling apart. And the angels are all watching, they're counting the minutes. Your life becomes a circle game. You're out of it or in it. By the grace of God we come and go. By the grace of God we come and go. And you're sitting in Cortona with a hilltop view, and your ancestors are whispering, they've got plans for you. And 101 questions break across your mind. You're caught between the then and now, fighting with time. And the angels are all waiting, they're counting your minutes. Your life becomes a circle game. You're out of it or in it. By the grace of God we come and go. By the grace of God we come and go. By the grace of God we come and go. And I'm standing on this earth, my feet firmly planted, with a promise to myself, I won't take things for granted. Like the love that I love, the light of my life, and my sight in a cafe on the east side. Coffee for 2. You're waiting by the front door for your love to walk through. And 101 scenes play across your eyes. Why she hasn't shown up yet, why she's not on time. And the angels are all watching to see how you would spin it if suddenly your world split wide and she wasn't in it. By the grace of God we come and go. By the grace of God we come and go. By the grace of God we come and go. By the grace of God we come and go. Thank you.
Is it this one? This one? Tighten this? Yeah, it's as tight as I can get it. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Let's go this way. What happened to all this stuff? It was all set. Thank you. Okay, I'm telling you, it's quite a day. This was all. It was all set. Okay, so I've kind of decided a little less keyboard and the monitor, please. Let's see. I wrote this song in Kerrville, Texas. I was at the Kerrville Folk Festival, and it was one of those years playing main stage that I was there for the whole time, 3 weeks, and went to the river and was wading around. And I picked up a stick, and there was a piece of moss attached to the stick, and I started doing figure eights in the water. And so the moss was following the stick, like that sort of flutter motion. And I thought, I bet that's what reverb looks like. And because I'm a weird brain. And then I thought, I feel like that's the distance between what you say and what you mean. So I wrote this song called Delayed Effect. It's in D. He's got his hands in his pockets like it's keeping him balanced, and he looks like a page nobody read. And he knows there is one thing that has kept him from something, but it's lost in the hallways in his head. And just to remind about me, there's a kind of delay that affects what you say and what you mean. It's a kind of release that can change the whole world. And it's strange that it echoes sometimes for days. It's a good day for walking, and he's passing the corners with a look to every light and then a grin. There's no yellow flashing is gonna keep him from asking for those fine paper ponies today. And just to remind about me, there's a kind of delay that affects what you play and what you win. It's a throw to the plate, then you know, but you're late running home, and it echoes sometimes for days.
darkest that can choke your senses. An epiphany is harder to obtain. You're just between seasons, you know. An adjustment is slow, but the shedding of skin that will remain. And just to remind, if I may, there's a kind of delay that affects what you were and what you are. It's a change of the guard you can see, and it's hard to believe that it echoes sometimes for days.
Thank you.
So when I'm not here at the folk festival, I'm touring around with a couple bands. One of them is called The Immediate Family, and some people have heard of it. It's a great band with some wonderful people, and this is a song that was a single, and it's one of those. One of the highlights of a musician's life is to be driving in a car, have the radio on, and hear your song. And all these years, I've had songs on the radio. I never had that exact timing until this song, and I was driving my car, and it came on. It was a very exciting moment. So if I can get this guitar tuned. The joke is it was in tune when I bought it. Which wasn't even true, but... And I originally wrote this song. It was kind of an exercise to write in the folk blues genre. There's a lot of songs about trains, a lot of songs about girls. I didn't really have songs about either of those things, so I put them both into one song. Where the lamps are low, all down my street, room in the cracks, boots on my feet. I walk to Main, close to the wall, Jimmy closing down, he yells last call. 3:45 coming through, I got to stop thinking about you. About you. Well, the clock is ticking, the time ain't right. No one's talking in the middle of the night. I lose your number, forget your name. Oh, I lose myself when I play this game. 3:45 coming through. I got to stop thinking about you. Take a breath, 2 years go by. Everything changes, everything dies. I get caught up yesterday. Oh, maybe tomorrow it'll fade away. 3:45 coming through. I got to stop thinking about you. 3:45 coming through. I got to stop thinking. Well, I got to stop thinking. Well, I got to stop thinking about you. Oh, whatever I do. Thank you.
Think we have time for one more round? Is that right, Jim? Big hand for our interpreters, please. You know what happened when you turned on the keyboard? My pedal went out. So hopefully... It's got to be a bad... Oh, thank you. So as soon as I have sound, there we go. Awesome. Good? Yes. Thank you. So I've lived many places in my 73 years, starting in Iowa, Illinois, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Then I moved to New York, then I moved to LA, then I moved to Oregon. Then I moved back to the Midwest, to Madison, and now I'm in Southern Virginia. And I have friends who say to me, why would you move to Virginia? Why not? It's a great state. It's a very diverse, geographically, culturally, many ways. It's a very diverse and beautiful state. So this was my answer to them. It's my homage to John Prine. We lost Annie, but she's off doing something else. I live in Southern Virginia where it's hot. Some people say, how can you live there? And I say, why not? It's as good a place as any that you might try. And it's where my honey lives, and now so do I. I live in one of those political hot spots. My friends say, how can you live there? And I say, why not? It's as good a place as any that you might try. And it's where my chosen family lives, and now so do I. It's a place that I can call my own. As long as I am happy, as long as I am not alone. There's no place I would rather be than this home. I live below the Mason-Dixon line. Some people say to me, really? And I say, it's just fine. It's as good a place as any to live and die. And it's where my heart belongs, and now so do I. It's a place that I can call my own. As long as I am happy, as long as I am not alone. There's no place I would rather be than this home. There's no place I would rather be than this home. Gina Forsythe. Thank you.
First and then come in. Okay. Well, thank you very much for being such a lovely audience, and hope to meet some of you face to face. I mean, I guess we're face to face now, aren't we? Okay. Smooth. I moved out to LA originally to be a filmmaker, and so I wrote some songs and then had a record deal, lost a record deal. But I switched alliances a little bit, but in my world, they're kind of married to one another. Like I shoot my own music videos and stuff like that. So, but a lot of my songs are inspired by things I've seen, things that are the little movies in my head. So I'm going to close with this song. It's called Shotgun. I know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, Lordy. Okay.
Shotgun, I'm riding shotgun, 'cause everybody's got one round here. Cheyenne, people think they're in Cheyenne, running water as they can, a while the stars disappear. They're all caught up in hopes and chains, and you get rid of one and the other remains. Julie, I'm talking in circles, running my whole life trying to get the other side. And I dream of the Serengeti, chased by lions while the ravens fly. I'm all caught up in hopes and chains, and I get rid of one and the other remains. Shotgun, I'm riding shotgun, 'cause everybody's got one round here. Cheyenne, people think they're in Cheyenne, wondering what as they can, or why the stars disappear. We're all caught up in hopes and chains, and you get rid of one and the other remains. Oh, your arms held up for your money all your life. Well, I want more both, I cannot lie. Thank you.
Thank you for coming out. It's my first time at this festival, and sure was a lot of fun, a lot of wonderful musicians and wonderful audience. And thank you for sitting in those chairs and enjoying and listening to us. So I guess this is our last song, and there's lots more music the next 2 days, so please join us for more. One by one, two by two, days go by and I'm still missing you. know I'm supposed to be getting it together. But it's cold out here and all this bad weather. I don't mind thunder and lightning, but a love like ours surely more frightening. Just seem like nothing. Oh, it's gonna get better. If I keep standing out here in all this bad weather. Ain't always dry up against this wall. She broke my heart. Oh, I know I let her. Now I gotta get out of all this bad weather. If I don't wake up, the storm won't break up, and the clear blue sky will pass me by, and this could be my last forecast. No more waiting for the sky to turn blue. No more chasing bad girls like you. No more writing those love letters. No more getting stuck out in all this bad weather. No more getting cold and all bad weather. Now I gotta get out of all this bad weather. Not like today, it's nice today. Gotta get out of this bad weather. Chasing this bad weather. Gotta get out this bad weather. Thank you for being here.
Steve Postel, Trent Fury,
Amelia
Gina
K.
Forsythe.
Spicer.
Thank you. Thanks to the crew. Thanks to Scott. Thanks, Jim.